Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack. Don't go charging off like that! You're finished! That is coming! Here I come! You're finished!
Here I go!
Take this! Don't let them form a pack! It's over! How's this? See ya! You're mine! You're finished! Cannon!
I'm only
Here I
getting
come!
started!
You're finished! You're mine! I'm on it!
There!
Take this! See ya!
I'm only getting
Finish!
started!
Talent Sword! Touch cannon! I'm not done! Rising Wyvern! Pathetic! Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, all right?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Normally I don't pick on the weak. Kick it! It's over! How's this? You're mine! You're finished! Take it! Circle and bring them down! This is it! Dig deep!
Easier said than done.
No excuses! This is up to us! Strike! How's this? Rising Wyvern! See ya! I'm not done! Talent Storm! Touch cannon!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Our cover's been blown here. Get a move on. We're moving to another base. I'll take you all on! You're mine! You're surrounded! Just stay calm! Rising Wyvern! Talent Sword! Touch cannon! You're mine! Here I come! It's over!
There! And again!
See ya!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more
You're
left!
finished!
Right. No time to hold back.
Everything's coming up, Zephyr! Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
but I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
You realize there are still Zeugles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoil sport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think. A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Ah, fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Dahnans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together, we'll overthrow the Renin Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balseph, the wild beast. Sound good?
I've gotta hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
I hate camping out.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
What's this thing? That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
We don't have much choice. Fall back! Had it coming! Dig deep, brothers!
Resuscitation!
Not done yet!
It's over!
Can't be happening! Stay away from my friends! No escape! Rising Wyvern! Strike!
Is this it?
not done yet!
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Damn. We're that weak, huh?
I'll take you all on!
Here I go!
You're finished!
I'll run you through!
You're mine!
See ya!
It's over!
Talent storm!
Slash! Here I
Guess
come!
we gotta roll with it.
It's over! Rising Wyvern!
I'm
Strike!
only getting started.
Don't go charging off like that!
One more.
You're finished!
Everything's coming up, Zephyr!
Woohoo! Woohoo!
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Here I go.
Gate!
You're mine.
Slash!
You're surrounded! Just stay calm! I'm on it!
It's over! Rising Wyvern! Blue
Here I
escape!
go. You're mine.
Slash!
How's
You're
this?
mine! Slash!
Go.
Rising Wyvern! You're finished! Slash!
There.
I'm on it!
Get it.
Got it coming! Talent storm! Touch cannon!
Here I come!
I'm
You're
only getting
finished.
started. This is it. Mega ray.
I'm on it!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Let me know if you're struggling.
What's this thing?
Right, here goes! You're mine!
How's this?
You're
Run you
finished!
through!
Swallow
Talent
blade!
coming!
You're mine! You're finished!
I'm on it!
Rising Wyvern!
Talent storm!
I'm only getting
Touch
started.
cannon!
Here I come! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! You're finished! Mirage!
Got you.
How's this?
Here I come!
See ya! That was almost too easy. Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renans aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balseph.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renin clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renin. Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something. Should this really be here?
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone... Hey.
Yes!
I guess. Got it.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on! Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renin wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renins can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renins.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another. I'd rather go down fighting.